All right, we're going to start with Mandy. Mandy.
Yes.
Hi, it's Mandy Wells. What are you doing today?
I'm Lieutenant Uhura today.
All right. What precisely are you doing?
Precisely, I'm monitoring all the comm channels. I'm watching Twitter. I'm watching the IRC. I'm watching Ustream. I'm multi-twittering, like I tend to do. And yeah, so I'm basically making sure that if anybody in the Random Packs of Kindness events around the world need any assistance, need any resources, any kind of braininess that we might be able to help them with here in Toronto, that I'm the person who can try and connect them with that.
Okay, so you are Command Central of Communications of Toronto.
My name is Will Pate, and I work at the World Bank, and right now we are working on the mobile project payout. Is that the right name?
Payout to mobile.
Payout to mobile.
And what is that and what does it do? And why is it awesome?
I'm Ian Hopkins, and basically the project is to provide insurance to small farmers in developing countries, and then to provide payouts on that insurance via mobile phone. That's the idea.
Great. And here are some of your notes.
Yeah.
Of course. Gear everywhere. And you are?
I'm Daniel.
And what exactly are you doing today?
We're looking at the payments to mobile solution to help rural agricultural farmers in the developing world have access to insurance on their crops.
Okay, and you're all programmers?
I'm a programmer.
No. All right. All good. So what part of it are you doing?
These guys brought me in because I work at the World Bank, and this problem definition was sourced from the World Bank. So they brought me in to ask me a couple of questions, and we're going to reach out to the folks who brought the problem definition and find out more about it.
All right. And so what part of the project are you working on?
Process development. I'm an accountant, but don't hold that against me.
Of course not. People who control the money are good people.
Done some time with a development agency, so this is quite close to my heart.
Oh, perfect. All right. And how is this one of the projects that's going to be supposedly finished at 3 o'clock tomorrow, or is this one of those ongoing
It's a bit early
sort of things?
We'll get back to you.
Okay. There's a whole bunch of coffee and Red Bull, if that helps. Are you fueling well?
Yep.
Yes. Hi. Could you please all say your name and what project you're working on?
Hi, I'm Stian, and we're working on the Tweak the Tweet project.
Hi, I'm Linda, and I'm also working on Tweak the Tweet as well. I'm Katie, working on Tweak the Tweet.
Beautiful. Awesome. Tweak the tweet. Tweak the tweet.
Yes.
All right. And now, what the heck is that?
So the basic idea is that if there's an emergency and you need to get information out about people who are hurt, people who are actually not hurt, people who are lost, things that are needed, and so on. If you could come up with a kind of semantic markup for Twitter, so you could tag it with hashtags that would actually be processable by a computer, so that you could get it all into a spreadsheet, or you could map it automatically using GPS and addresses on the map. That would make it much easier for people who are responding to the emergency to filter in all those thousands of messages.
Okay, so this is for the emergency responders?
Exactly.
Or for the people who are in the emergency and need help?
It's
both?
It's for, yeah.
I mean, it's for people who are trapped in their homes to be able to send out a tweet saying, "Help! I'm trapped in my home," in Toronto in an emergency, and it's also for responders to be able to have a list of where people are in danger and where they can help, and also to send out information about road closures, where there's major accidents that they can avoid, so that the people who are trying to get out of get to somewhere safe in an emergency will be able to do so.
To use a certain way of tweeting, and not even just trading, but also modeling. So if they see that some of their friends tweet like this, because it's very human readable, so it's very kind of intuitive. So then you say, oh, okay, I'm going to add a little hashtag about my tweet, maybe. So what we're trying to do, we're actually not creating this tool, it exists, but we're trying to test it, user test it, to see how intuitive is it, how does it work, what kind of documentation do we need.
Yes, good.
Great. And you are? Hi.
I'm
Christine. And what part of this project are you working on?
I don't. Yes, I know.
No, I guess we're all sort of documenting.
Okay, you're all doing.
Trying to document as much as possible.
Okay. So you're all the controllers.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great. Thank you. What are you working on?
So my name is Michael.
Hi, I'm rhokTO. I'm Ian.
Colin.
I'm Charles.
And your project is?
Centers in disasters.
Okay, sorry, could you say that again?
Population centers in disasters.
Okay, and what exactly is that, and what do you do?
Trying to gather information about countries and populations and cities, and we're trying to gather that information, putting it into using some Google tools to make it accessible and searchable, so that when disaster hits and you want to know, what are the most populated cities around any region or country or city that might have been affected, you can get that information to kind of maybe do a triage, figure out where the impact is based on population size and region. So hopefully we're trying to make that searchable and mappable as well. So there's some Google tools that we've been using. Catherine Graham in Hollywood, California is sort of Florida. Hollywood, Florida. Yes, she's the one that put up the problem definition in the wiki, and we've been sort of talking with her about her ideas, and we kind of have a Google game plan about how to do that. So different tools. I'm using Ruby. Mark and Michael are using Python. Charles is doing the front end.
HTML and
CSS.
Do the documentation.
Okay.
So that's the game plan.
Awesome. And is this one of the projects that is supposedly going to be more or less finished for 3 o'clock tomorrow, or is this going to be an ongoing thing?
I think it's doable a lot.
Yeah.
We're going to try to get it done. See what happens.
We'll get something done by 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Hopefully something useful.
Yes. There's a whole lot of coffee and Red Bull. If
I'm Sandy Jones, and I'm coordinating globally today, trying to match people on the project teams here with other project teams around the world that might need their skills, or people around the world who have skills that our guys might need. Right now we're trying to get a feed up from Oxford in the UK. They're about to give a demo and show us what they did today, because it's the end of the afternoon for them, and they're ready to go home.
Great. So basically you're playing a game of concentration, but with people.
Exactly.
Okay. Or is it more like Tetris, fitting people in?
A little of both.
I'm working on a stolen bicycle serial number validator, which we're going to try to shorten to a more easily pronounceable name. It's basically a very easy to use mobile tool that people can use on their mobile device to type in a serial number of a bike that they're looking to buy, and it'll tell them if it's stolen or not, so they can avoid handling stolen property, because it's illegal and you don't want to be buying stolen goods from crackheads. The thinking is to make it as simple, as dead simple for anybody to go out and use. So we're looking to plug into a couple of police databases and just get the number of serial numbers that are checked for stolen status increase, so that more bikes can go through the system. The more bikes that are checked, the less likely it is that thieves will be selling along stolen bikes, and it will also reduce bike theft, because there's more of a risk that the bike will be reported as stolen, and it'll be harder to get rid of. So we're looking to solve a big problem in a very small and simple way.
Awesome. And what part of the project are you working on?
Are
you a programmer, or?
We have a few programmers working on it now. We're looking at things like posting, publicity, how do we get the name out there, how do we make it more, finding a shorter name is a big thing. Yeah, we're looking at all aspects of it. We're also working on designing an interface, because it has to be really, really simple. You can't have some complex thing with many forms of
And hi.
Hi.
And you are?
I'm actually not doing any development work. I'm just here from the city of Toronto, and one of our agencies is Toronto Police, so I'm just here to help connect.
We always need connectors.
Is it
awesome.
behind some sort of like a stupid login thing?
You have to.
And are these gentlemen working on the same project? And what exactly what part of the project are you working on? And your name, please.
I'm Jason Montojo. I'm working on, I guess, the internal bits of the project, going into the registry for stolen bikes to provide us access to look up whether a bike is stolen, so then we can make that information a lot more easily accessible to the people who want to know if their bike was stolen, like the bike that they're about to buy or the bike that they currently have.
Great. And you're up.
My name is John Pivoton, and I'm working with Jason.
All right, cool.
No, it doesn't.
And is this one of the many projects that apparently will be mostly done around 3 o'clock tomorrow, or is this going to be an ongoing project for several weeks or months, or?
We're hoping
Or
it will
do
be
you know?
mostly done. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, by 3 p.m.
Great. And so you guys are slamming tons of food in Red Bull?
Not yet. Where is it?
Oh, right. Okay, that door right there contains the secret, and yeah, there's a vat of free Red Bull.
All right.
So, do you have any other secrets for fast programming?
Fast programming?
And fast working?
Good planning.
Good planning?
I'm working on what not to rent.
So you're working on?
What not to rent.
Oh.
Where not to rent.
Where not to rent, yes.
Oh, okay. And what is that?
It's basically an application that will show you exactly, like for instance, if you're searching for a property, it would say that this property has bed bugs, infestations, that kind of stuff. So it's a search tool, and from there you can decide whether or not you would like to rent this place.
That's awesome. And is this going to be a global thing or Toronto first?
Toronto first.
And then see what happens. Okay. And what part of the project are you doing? Are you a programmer? Or?
Yeah, I'm the software developer, so I'll be doing the coding side of it, and we have the graphic designer over here.
Hi, and your name is? Ashley. And you're doing the design of the interface? Great. And you are?
I'm Deanna, and I'm working on the requirements and setting the requirements for the project. So this is an open data project, and we're working with the City of Toronto Open Data, helping people who are looking for places to rent and telling them, well, this is an issue, a problem area, don't rent here. They have broken pipes, bed bugs, or they have trash, lead in the water. So just signaling problem areas with rental units in Toronto.
Great. And you are?
I'm the City of Toronto Open Data representative. So I'm here just basically for information.
Great. And how is the project going so far?
So far,
good.
So good.
Speed-wise?
You should do.
Everything's going?
Yeah, we're on track.
On track?
It's happening.
All good, all good. And do you have any tips for working faster? Super speedy working. Are there any secrets that you'd like to share?
Teamwork.
And I think just getting it done.
I'm working at a table. We're trying to figure out ways to make the budget of the City of Toronto more accessible and transparent.
Nice. All right. And you are?
I am James.
And which part of the project are you working on?
I don't think we have parts yet.
Oh, all right. It's still all in progress?
We're very much trying to find the problem that we want to focus on.
Oh, okay.
Because there's many problems within the problem. So we're just about to get to somewhere. So check in with us later.
All right, there's going to be a lot of brainstorming first.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm also looking for tips and tricks on how people can work faster and more efficiently. Are there any?
In general?
Just in general, are there
Get
any?
a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Eat
breakfast. Breakfast is good.
Name, rank, serial number. What are you doing today?
I am Kyla Krisky, and I am one of the media volunteers. So just trying to reach out to media and help raise awareness and just share and tell the story. Yeah.
Awesome.
And then also some social media stuff. So doing a lot of just like tweeting and engaging and trying to reach out, and yeah. So basically the same thing I said, just also in the social media realm.
Okay. And do you have any tips and tricks for the hackers?
Tips and tricks? Well, I'm not sure. I guess the best thing that I would recommend is the importance of taking the occasional break and stretching your legs, because and getting oxygen and blood flow, because it'll help the creative process. That would be my tip and or trick. And we have apples. Apples